Hi friends, welcome to my channel. With the Broadway bound box, Sam Speed box subscription for the month of December 2023, I made this necklace which I really like it. As I said when I was unboxing itself, I really liked the color combination for that month and it's one of my favorite. So I made this necklace. It's quite a different necklace to wear. So I thought of making a bold earring for that. Doesn't have to be for that set, but that color combination is my favorite. I have figured that out. So I came up with this beautiful earring. I really like it. It's a hoop earring and it's a ready-made hoop. You can also make your own hoop if you want, but I got this stainless steel hoops, I think from BB Craft. So I wish I could have gotten it in gold tone, but that would have been perfect for that. But still, it is, mixed metals is a thing now. You can actually mix metals and, findings, all those things. So I thought, okay, let me just go with it. It is a sturdy hoop, and I really like the fact about that. It's much in trend now, so here we go. It's been a trend for quite a while now. So it's about, say, 2 inch mark right there. So that big the hoop is. But the thing is, you can have anything you want, but I attempted this in the night, so the colors are much vivid right now, but I really like the way this turned out to be. Yes, if I could have done it a little bit different, yes, provided I had the right amount of beads and findings. The ones that I used from the box for this is this teardrop, the black one, and then these beads. These are black and gold, and somewhere there is some purple too out there. So those beads and these ones, these are, I think, 3 or 2 millimeter truck fire polished. So I used some of that, but I had only a little bit left. Otherwise, it this would have been a little bit different. See this, half of the thing I have that and fire polish, and here I have some seed beads. So it's a little bit of a mix, but I really like this mix. It turned out to be really good, and it's like a multicolor thing, as you guys can see, and it's very pretty. I really like it. So this is the one that we are going to do, and it is brick stitch at the end of the day. So for that I'm using fire line point 15 millimeter. It's a 6 pound fire line in a smoke color. And then beads wise, I'm using a bunch of beads right here. You don't have to use that, you can go with one color, but I just wanted to have a mix. So I'm using the check glass beads, and this one is red, right? Yeah, it's just red. Yeah. And then this one I'm using, I wanted a matte element for my earrings, so I use this is Japanese Mayuki Eto seed beads, and these are opaque khaki AB. So that's what it is. So some kind of an opaque. I also use these are Picasso, opaque red Picasso. I'm using that. I'm also using some of these, only this golden kind of beads from this mix. Not even golden, that champagne color. No, I don't know how to call this, but this color is the one I'm using. So all of these seed beads I'm using, but you don't have to use these. And then this is 15 round seed beads, metallic iris brown. So I'm using that as well, just a little bit. But you don't have to use the same colors that I use. You can pick whatever color you have, and a teardrop bead, or um, something like this, a teardrop bead, but top drilled or center drilled, anything is fine. First of all, I wanted to do something with that only, but I shifted to do this. I have a size 12 beading needle with 6 pound fire line. It works very well. You need about, say, little more than an arm span worth of thread. So I'm just gonna, arm span is like if you open your hands from the shoulder to that, but I have a little bit more, so just in case, it's always good to have a little more than less. um, So just a little bit more, and then I would advise to hold this strong and then cut it. I really need to buy a new scissors. This will not work. It has worked for so long, but see this, it's a little bit frayed. You need a clean cut, so that what you can do is take your needle nose or tweezer nose pliers and flatten this tip out just like that. This will help you thread your needle through the thread rather than putting the thread through the needle. This is how we do that, because beading needles have a very tiny hole and it is not round. The thread is round, the hole is rectangular, so that's why we are flattening it out. It did go through first time, but I messed it up somehow, I guess. Okay, hold it between your index finger and your thumb and just put the needle through. There you go. You don't have to thread a lot of needle through, so this much is good enough. Now we can start doing our, so I went with like, with my mind, so you can see it's very random, but there is a pattern to it. So it's a pattern that I created. There is no rhyme or reason, it's just my my wish. So you can follow any pattern you want, or you can do just one of the colors. That's also good, but I really didn't want one of the colors. So this is the back of the earring, so I'm going to tie the end of the cord to the back of the earring, the hoop. So just a couple of knots and that should be secure enough. Then you can thread zap it at the end. Okay, use your pliers if you want to. Sometimes I have a hard time doing with the small thread out there. Right, and then again, so you can do a surgeon's knot. That means going through the loop twice. This is a regular overhand knot. If you put the cord through the loop again one more time, that becomes a surgeon's knot. So I'm not going to weave in that thread, so that's why I have a short tail. But some people will not be comfortable without weaving. You can do so, but leaving a short tail. You can take a wingspan of cord if you want to, in order to achieve that. So there we go, one more surgeon's knot. That should keep it tight for me. So now I start my brick stitch. So brick stitch, always you pick up 2 beads in the first, drop it down to your work. Okay, there we go. Don't worry about it sliding, it's fine. It will not slide after the first row, after the second row. So bring the thread underneath from the below to the top, and then go through the second bead in the opposite direction that you went the first time. Okay, so that will create a loop, as you guys can see here, right? That creates a loop and makes this bead sit on top of our hoop. That's right. Okay, see this bead is sitting funky at an angle, so you come down the bead, just the bead, not the frame. The frame is already attached. So then come up through the second bead. That's how you start initially with brick stitch. Then what you can do is I'm gonna add this Picasso seed bead. So that's the pattern I'm following. As I said, you can follow any pattern you want. Hold it right there. See how I'm holding the hoop with my fingers, and just go through that. So that way it will create. Then I add one more of the red seed bead. So I'm following. Okay, that's not the point. The point is I changed it a little bit. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I can do this side. Okay. So a red bead again. Let me just push all of this so that these things are not in the way of distracting for you guys to see what I'm doing. See, this bead is coming out. We need it to be on top, so I just pull that right there and then go through the bead in the opposite direction. Okay, see, there might be occasionally knots. Make sure you take it off. Fireline and wildfire are already conditioned, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to have this as a guide, and I started this side, but I started from the front. That's okay. Now what else I have? I have a brown bead right here. No, again a Picasso. Okay, so I just have a mix out there. First I thought I will take it randomly, but it didn't work so well for me. So but I didn't want to take it off and then redo it. I just want that to work. But it worked. I really like the way it turned out to be. If it didn't, I would have taken it off and then redid this whole. Sometimes you want to wear a earring which can match almost any outfit that you wear. It'll look good. The black, red, and gold doesn't go wrong at all, in my opinion. There was another box which I don't know. I did something wrong here. That much I know. There was another box, Sam's Bead box, sometime before too, which was based on this color combination. I really like that one as well. So now we are going to do a brown again. No, not a brown again. So we are here, then a red. Initially I had 24 beads in the first round, but I added 2 more, so that's the red one, and then Picasso, just following the other earring. You can buy pre-mixed seed beads, that is also available right now, so that you don't have to come with the color combination by yourself, but you can take advantage of people, designers who does it for you already. Seed bead mix, it's called, and you can take advantage of that. Okay, that's that. Then we have a red, then we have this color. I'm just going to keep it here. Then we have a red, and then this color, Picasso, then a green, then a red, then a green, red, Picasso, gold, red, green, Picasso, so this is the order we are going to pick up. So drop it down, go from underneath the hoop, and then put the needle through the opposite direction, right? So that's all I'm going to do for the entire circle for this round. Out here the second round is slightly different. After that, second round, every round is the same as the second round, except for the final round wherein we are going to add some crystals and 15 O's. So that's going to be a little bit different. So take it, see how I'm holding the bead, not letting it go the other side. That's exactly what you want to do. I like brick stitch a lot. It just is very pretty. And this is a statement earring. You can wear it by itself, or you can wear a corresponding necklace. It will be very pretty. However, for my face, I have a round, broad face. So for me, this hoops, I don't know. I'm not very, very comfortable with wearing a big hoop this way. So I like to wear, the other way. What I mean by is see this hoop, this is the, so you got to wear it like this in your ear. So what I will do, because I have that, so I take a round, not a hoop like this. Just imagine a round like this, and there is a loop here. So I would design that loop and wear it that way as a ear wire here. So I put an ear wire here, so it's a round and it shows in the front. That kind of looks more, prettier for me than a hoop. But hoop earrings is always I like to wear a small hoop, like really, really small. That looks kind of very pretty on me. But like a half ring kind of, that actually is my style. Half loop or 3/4 of a loop, not a closed one. So that's kind of my style, which looks pretty on my face, means for me. So but if you make something special as this, you better wear it, right? So this is the point that you can move this a little bit. After that, you won't be able to. Okay. So we have some. So totally I'm adding 26 beads. As I said, you can also add beads later. I'll show you guys what I did in the last that earring. So, but that's how much I start. You can actually do the entire hoop, that will be pretty as well, but I didn't want to. So instead of 8 seed beads, you can use 11 seed beads as well. It'll look very pretty. I like 11 seed bead brick stitch earrings. But since this hoop is nice and big enough, this 8 seed beads, I feel that it's comfortably sitting and covering the hoop entirely. So it kind of fits very well with this hoop. Stainless steel hoop is hypoallergenic, so mostly it will suit for everybody rather than other precious metal. So much more affordable than the precious metals, but it still helps. So we need our bead to sit up just like that. My thread is getting caught in the soap a lot of times. Okay, what did I do? See this? It came out. So I put this back here. Last one in this row. And now is the time for you to fix the position for your beaded work on this earring. So if you start the second row and everything and you constantly move it, that will not be very pretty. So now is the time. If you want to move, you can move your beadwork just gently right there, very gently, making sure everything is in its place. And I want a little bit up here, which is also the condition. So no, not really. A little bit up in the front, so that way it'll be perfect. So now I finished the first row. The second row, what I'm doing is I'm gonna start with just the like couple of matte beads, couple of so I take 2 of the matte beads. Okay, drop it down. It's gonna be different. So you flip the work, drop the 2 beads. If you can see, there is thread bridges between each bead, right? You catch hold of that second thread bridge here. Okay, go underneath from the back towards you, then go through this bead in the opposite direction, like how we normally do in the first row. When you pull it, that's what you will have. See how it sits nicely. You can go through the first bead and come back up through the second bead. That's totally up to you. I'm not doing that, but from now on you can just take 1 bead and then catch hold of the thread bridge, pull that through, then go back to that through that bead in the opposite direction, which makes it sit on top like this. See, can you see how it has a lot of gap? Okay, so now I'm gonna fit 1 more bead in the same thread bridge. It's just a matter of filling the gap, right? You don't want a long gap, so that's what you do. You do some makeshifts. Then I go to the Picasso seed beads. Do the same. So 4 of this, 3 of this, and 4 of the red beads. So that's how I did the second and the third row. So see, I'm doing 2 beads in 1 thread bridge because there's a gap. So it's just how you look at it that makes the difference. I'll finish doing 3 rows. Third row, about say in the middle, I'm going to add the teardrop. I'll come back and show you guys at that point. So I did 4 of this, 3 of this, and 4 of the red seed beads, and then continue doing like a block pattern. So that's what I did. Welcome back. I'm in the 3rd row and I'm halfway done. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm taking a 15 seed bead. Okay, I'm catching a thread bridge and coming back up through the bead. Okay, so there will be a thread shown here, but that's what I wanted to do. So it's black, so it doesn't matter for me. So take 2 more seed beads. Okay, just 2 more. Take the teardrop and 1 more 15 seed bead. This is what I have in my, sorry about that. So I just did 1 brick stitch with a 15 catching a thread bridge. Then I have this much in my needle. 2 15s, a teardrop and a 15, drop it down. Okay, now skip the 15, go through the teardrop. Okay, then through the first 15 seed bead and pull everything down. So you will have to hold it, hold the 15s. See this, it's teeny tiny. So okay, then pick up a seed, 2 15 seed beads and catch the next thread bridge in the earring and go up through just 1 of the 15 seed bead. Okay, just 1. That way it will form like, oops, what did I do? Catch the thread bridge, maybe I didn't catch the thread bridge properly, and then go up through that 1 seed bead. If you do that, that will sit in a V format, right? So now again the same thing. Start, pick up a seed bead, catch a thread bridge underneath, drop it down, go up through, the same deal. So the final row, I'll finish this row with seed beads, and the final row I'll show you guys how I did this picot. Now the final row that we are going to do, pick up a 15 and then these. So we are starting from the front, so I wanted to match. So these 2 or 3 millimeter check glass bead and a seed bead. Okay, come back through the second thread bridge between the second bead and the third bead. Okay, and then go up through just the 15s. Okay, it's not complicated. I will just zoom in a little bit more. Okay, pick up 1 of this black one and then a 15 seed bead. Okay, catch the next thread bridge and then go up through just the seed bead. That will create this picot kind of an effect. Okay, so then I am alternating. So pick up this champagne color check glass bead and then catch the next thread bridge, go up through the 15 seed bead. For these purposes, the 11 seed bead is the 12 size 12 beading needle is easier, but otherwise you can use size 10. So I'm gonna alternate this by picking up 1 black and then champagne color and then catching the next thread bridge and then going up. So For the other side, I do only one thing different because I didn't have enough of that champagne color bead, otherwise I would have continued with that. So instead of that, I used these seed bead, this one and then the 15 ounce. That's all. I'll finish this and come and show you guys what I got. As you guys see, I finished it and I got the thread back here at the start and then tied it together. Now is the time to zap it so that it's nice and cinched up. I'm using a Bead Smith thread zap. See that? So you just tap on it. It's nice and balled up, just like that. So this is a very good tool for this purpose especially. So our earrings are done. These are nice and a statement piece, and you can wear it for, as I said, anything. Like it's totally dressed up, at the same time it's not dressed down as well, so you can wear it both ways. You can just wear the earrings or you can match the necklace with it. It's totally up to you, and the necklace would go really nice with our earrings. As you guys can see, that's the necklace that we have. Oh sorry, it's not even in the camera. Let me just bring that over there. And here is our earrings. Perfect, right? I have more stuff to do with this box. Barely scratched the surface is what I feel. I'll be back with more. Have a good day. If you like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos a couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye. If you'd like to show your support, there is a heart symbol and thanks written right next to it in the bottom description box. Click on it and you can donate as much as you can. It will really help me and on my channel to grow. Thank you. Bye bye.